so.
Yeah. All right. Well, so, yeah.
Yeah, so we just had the Royal Castle soak of the day.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back now, and we were talking about the mischief within the law and how the law is supposed to address that mischief. And in some cases, we have seen practically it creates other types of mischief
Right.
with the increase in fines
Right.
in some areas.
So and the challenge here is that they are clearly we understand the mischief in some aspects of this
Yes.
this particular regulation. However, for what are you trying to, for most of them, what are you trying to what are you trying as it relates to mischief? What's the problem in trying to solve?
Yes.
What are you trying to curb?
What are you
Right?
trying to curb? Exactly
And
what?
what are the statistics? The statistics since the introduction to those kind of fines a couple years ago, 10 years ago, these increased fines, because I think about 10 years ago it went up by about 500%. What was the mischief you're trying to solve, and what are the statistics? Where are the data to show where we are with it? How much road carnage we curb with the mischief, given the mischief and given the implementation of the higher fines and the merit points and that kind of thing. And now, why does it go up by another 100%? And what mischief in particular are you trying to? Is it that you didn't solve the problem that you were trying to solve before? And if you did, what for all of them, what mischief will you be trying to fix with a broken tail light, or with a man driving without a driver's permit who in fact have a driver's permit?
Yeah, and those things
Because
are...
license car drive, since I'm smaller here in the saying, you could go and buy a license, but license car drive, you know.
Yeah, and all that, it just shows you that we are not ready mentally as a society to have the very honest, open discussions, call sense, and call nonsense, and move on.
Yeah.
We're still hiding behind it is the law.
Right.
And I have said...
But we understand for them, the mischief might be the law itself. The mischief might be fun, revenue generation to fix the roads.
Yeah.
But you can't put the cart before the horse. Because for most of the things that would create the very mischief that you're trying to solve will be the state of your roads.
Yeah, and my sister is reminding me that, you know, while you have the online renewal, remember you still have parts of that whole process that might be difficult. You have to scan copies of it, and you have to have electronic signature, scan passport pictures, and all these kind of things. So sometimes we create more problems than solutions.
Yeah.
Because we don't think through the processes. We don't think through and streamline it.
We buying the cheap version of the software.
Correct. And I've said in one of my chat discussions on this issue, because I've taken this issue with the fines in context with the statement of lawlessness in Trinidad and Tobago. To me, that is the bigger issue. But so then, if you're going after lawlessness, this is a low-hanging fruit. This is a low-hanging fruit. It have plenty other fruits, good, that we will want to go after. The difference, however, is that those other fruits affect a certain group of people who maybe rather be untouched and remain untouched. So you go after these low-hanging fruits, okay? Try. You can't get police away body cams.
Correct.
This is the second government.
The citizen should be able to fine a police officer for not wearing a body cam. You can't talk to me. You talking to me and that don't prove that
This
you talk
is
to me.
the
I see what I
second
say.
incarnation of a government. And we watching Judge Judy, we watching Judge Brown, we watching YouTube. And I haven't seen where people discussing that.
Everybody can.
So you see the things we can do. So it's almost like it's easy to bully the public. And I use the word bully because it is the law enforcing the law. But other parts, other component parts that will make the law fair.
Exactly.
And make it be
Objective.
just and objective.
And make, you know how nice it will be to be getting a ticket and you know you're getting a ticket for the right thing.
Yeah.
And you have no problem going and pay for that because you know you did the wrong thing.
You did say what you said. We have it on camera.
Yeah.
And I've posted, and there are many examples like that I've posted in the chat where, for instance, police in America try to arrest an undercover agent. And the agent clearly states his rights. You see the whole interaction. That's easy. I posted one in the chat where they tried to arrest a judge. There was another one where a lady made a racist report on somebody who she thought was a burglar. Not to know he was the deputy police chief who just moved in the building. Some things were captured on camera. So the argument about the Harry Potter argument is diminished because we could see it, we could hear it, audio. So
what's stopping you from spending $5 million to solve a simple problem?
So while you could share ticket at random for what we will have to take as your version of the events, which we have to go someplace to find out, you could make it all fair.
And that's a waste of time, the court, and years. Listen, I have a ticket that I challenged in 2021. That's still before the court, now.
You see? And I think the nation will feel less aggrieved if the system of issuance and the whole ticket thing is more open and transparent and just. And I think that is the fear. The fear is not the money. The fear is being wrongly
For me, if
fined.
I do something wrong on the road and I get a ticket for it, I mean, I'm not challenging it. I have no reason to challenge it.
Correct. The fear and the anxiety, and legitimately so, is to be wrongly ticketed or to have to take time, money and months to explain your version of events, which in and of itself is a cost.
Correct.
That's a cost. When the technology allows for us to decipher, let me hear what went on quickly. When this happened, when they stick with this issue, this could be online. You shouldn't have to go nowhere to do this online. Let's play the tape. The judge will quickly decide, sir, you're wrong. Mr. Policeman, that is not what you write here in your report. Go in peace. You know, don't waste the court time. But often enough, the average person is caught up in the process. And that process is time and money. You're talking about daily paid people.
Long traffic jam.
Yeah.
People looking to go to work, you have an emergency or whatever. You have no blue lights, but you have an emergency.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody breaking into your house.
Yeah.
Or something happening to you, for which you know you're not going to get protection for the police.
So
and you in a traffic jam because the police trying to find out if who do have a license on them.
We some of the things don't avert the mischief that we say exists. They don't help resolve the matter. They don't make the matter any clearer. You know, it's a whole big, at the end of the day, emotions run high. We have one version of the event, which is the policeman, which civil society, modern society realize you cannot take. That's why in these civilized countries, you have something that gives us the other version of the story.
A lot of people know they could challenge the ticket, and they just had to go online to do that.
It is the arbitrary.
But that'll be our next problem. That'll be our protest.
That's next issue.
Because you're going to wait for years. The state are getting the revenue they was expecting to get, and they might say, well, although you challenge it now, you had to pay first and then challenge it and get back your money. They might say that just now.
Yeah, in the little time we have left, any callers, you can call us on 3420081 4665391 and weigh in on the traffic fine issue. We maybe have room for two more calls, two brief calls. We will continue this issue. We only had time to lay the foundation because there are a lot more. It's a lot more intricate than we have explained today.
Yeah.
I myself need to acquaint myself with more of the information we have, Barataria. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Season greetings to you guys.
Same
All
to
the
you.
best for
Many
the
happy
new year.
returns.
I just tuned in because yesterday I didn't think I'd hear you guys. So I said, let me see if you guys here. Exorbitant. An insurance, $10,000. Unlicensed vehicle moved from 1,000 to 2,000. That's the same lady who said to us that the government is using the licensing officers and police officers to generate revenue off of the citizens. So, what's she doing now? As your guys said, I will wait until Monday.
Yes.
And we will have this discussion on
We'll
Monday.
have it deeper. Thank you, caller. Thank you for
So enjoy your
listening.
weekend.
Same to you. Yeah, it really it is worrying.
Very.
This trend that I'm seeing of governance by
I for one support the landlord tax. I support that. Makes sense.
yeah.
How you manage that, how you police that is another question. And I heard this former Minister of Finance talk about it. Our friend from Lockjack.
Yes.
He spoke about it. How you manage is a good tax. I mean, it makes sense.
Yes.
Right? Because it's not really what I would think. I mean, in the next minute and a half, I can see, with respect to that particular tax, is that you can probably give to manage that. You can probably give persons who pay a rent a rebate. If it's a 10% or a 3% rebate on the rent they pay for the year, that way they could now use their receipts, which might have a registration number from the landlord, to trace back to the landlord to show that the landlord would have collected rent.
Yes.
That might be a good way for the government to discover or to find out who's paid charging rent or not. And that might be a good way to do it, but I haven't heard them say anything like
And
that.
I will tell you, that information will always be critical in cases of eviction. Because now we have the state tracking if you really did pay your rent, you know.
Exactly.
You know, you normally have to go around court and who put you out and who can't put you out and you have to give them 1 month. Now the state would have known. Now listen to me, you really didn't pay your rent for the last 4 months.
So you get a rebate on your rent?
Yeah.
That is a good way to now track who charge rent.
Correct.
And now tax them.
Correct.
The 20% or whatever. So in any way, anyhow you take it, the state making money.
Yeah.
And the state making money because of persons who don't necessarily, who out of the system, the informal economy, and who is now being able to tax them. With everything else, the double man, everything, but you had to think it through.
Yeah, you have to think it through, especially how it is rolled out and administrated, as the comment was on the coat of arms, the steel pan issue with the coat of arms, that the law was changed, but there was no administrative system put in place to roll out these changes.
But anyway, we in our last few seconds, and for sure on Monday we will continue these discussions with you.
You've got
We go
bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
Nature's Touch Massage Therapy and Nutrition and Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan invites you to join us live on the Street 919 FM every second and fourth Friday morning from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp the numbers 398-8282 or our office numbers 241-7568 and 310-8671. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our responsibility.
Rhythms of Truth, a Kaizo story.
The grand opening of the world's #1 Calypso tent, Kaizo Showcase 2026, Friday, 23rd January, 8 p.m., Naparima, San Fernando. Early bird tickets $150. Available until December 31st. General admission $200. At the door $250. Don't miss.
Rhythms of Truth, a Kaizo story.
Grand opening, Kaizo Showcase 2026.